Hi, I'm Midge Shoemaker, and today is day 46 of my doing 100 days of YouTube videos and focusing on recognizing God's hand in my life. So, yay for day 46. And I am so grateful that God is in my life. And today I got up thinking I was going to do a lot of things that need to be done, and I did not, which is not completely unusual for me, and just really struggling to be motivated to want to do anything. But I am so grateful for the things and the people that have just popped up in my life today. I think it was just God's way of saying that I'm aware of you, or I know you need something to do, so let me help you. So my vision board friend texted me and said that she printed out the sheet music of my song for me, so I have copies. Maybe one of these days I'll learn how to play it on the piano. It's way more advanced than my current piano playing skills are. I'm grateful because it got me to get dressed, because I had to get dressed, and then I had to go to physical therapy, and I wanted a shower before physical therapy, so it got me to take a shower today because I had something to do and somewhere to go. And I think that's God's way of showing me, reminding me that I need things in my life to require me to get out of bed, to require me to go places, because it helps me to overcome my depression. It helps to motivate me. It helps to get me going. And once I'm going, I don't have as much of a problem doing things. I do stop sometimes when I get really exhausted, but I know once I get going, I get a lot of things done. And so I think it's just God showing me that this job that I'm starting on Monday is going to be a great thing for me, because it's going to require me to get up every day and to get going and to not stop when I get tired. I have to just keep pushing through in order to do everything that I will need to do. And so I know it's going to be this huge blessing in my life, and not just for the finances, but for other things. And I am so grateful for the things that got me going a little bit today. I did the borrow Dad Shoemaker's car, and the clicker wasn't working to unlock the car. And I was like, I needed to unlock the car so I can go to physical therapy. And so then I took it over to Dad Shoemaker's house after physical therapy, and I was like, fix this. So it just needed a new battery, the clicker, not the car, which was good to know. So now it has a new battery, and now I can get it fixed. Yay for that. And I'm just very grateful. I'm very grateful it was a simple solution. I'm very grateful that when I called Dad in a panic because I couldn't get the car to open, that as soon as I called him, the car opened, and that he was able to help me fix it. And then he was asking me some stuff, and I said, well, I don't know this and I don't know that. He's like, don't live a life if I don't know, ask questions. And I'm like, okay. But I do ask questions, and sometimes I don't always get the answer, and sometimes I don't know if that's the right answer or if that's the right answer for me. And so sometimes I just don't know, and I have to take time to figure things out. There's a lot of unknowns in the world, and I don't know everything. I will never know everything in this life. I'm certainly not even interested in knowing everything. So there's some things I don't know about, and I don't care that I don't know about them. And there's some things that I'm grateful that other people know about and that other people can do that I'm not interested in doing. So not that I don't care, it's not in my wheelhouse, and it's not something I want to be in my wheelhouse of things that I know how to do. And that's okay. That's great. That's why we all have different talents. That's why there's so many people in this world, so all of these things can be accomplished, because we can't all do everything. There's a lot of I don't knows out there, and I'm in a place where I've been asking for questions and asking for help, and I don't know when I'm going to get it. I don't know what the response is going to be, and sometimes I just have to sit and wait, and sometimes the answer is no, and sometimes it's just you have to wait for the answer. Sometimes you have to figure it out on your own, and sometimes it just doesn't matter. And so I'm just like, I'm at that point where I'm like, there are things that matter in my life right now, and I have been asking for what I need, and I am waiting for people to get back to me and to respond to me, and I was just like, I'm out of time waiting. And maybe I should have acted on this stuff a lot sooner than I did, but I didn't, and I can't go back in time and change it. So I'm just kind of like, I know that God is blessing me, and maybe he's just waiting for me to do the little things that I know I can do. So he's just probably telling me, it's like, hey, Midge, you just gotta buckle down and do it. So I think the ideas wouldn't keep playing in my brain. Like God keeps putting them in there, and I keep pushing them out, and he's like, you really gotta do this. And I'm like, all right, fine. So I might actually do it tomorrow, maybe. This is how my brain works. This is my back and forth with God, which is how I know God is in my life, because he keeps telling me to do things and I keep saying I don't want to. And he's like, yeah, but it's not going to get any better, so you're going to have to. And I was like, And then I'm usually like, okay, fine, I'll do it. And then it usually works out the way that God intended it to. I didn't want to. But then I'm always grateful that it works out. So it's that leap of faith that I have to take all the time. And it's always worked out for me, but just not always in the way that I want it to. And not always the things that I want to do. Like 2 years ago when I started these videos, I did not want to be doing these videos, but I did. And now I'm so grateful that I can do these videos and for the help that they've been to me in my life. And I would have never done that if I hadn't felt like this was something God wanted me to do. So I am very grateful for that. And then today I was texting my temple friend to see if she'd uploaded my video from yesterday, or if she'd had a chance to look at my video from yesterday. And she said she was working on it, but she was having issues with the thumbnails. And I was like, what? And I was like, I don't understand. I put them in there. She's like, well, it's in there. It says I can edit it, but I can't change it. And I went in and looked, and I was like, oh, yeah. I saved it as a picture, like a whole picture, and uploaded it. I didn't upload it as the design, so you could change the design. So I was like, oops. So I tried 2 different ways in which I could send it to her, and I thought I'd recreated it. We did Canva and created a team, so both of us can access the designs and everything on it. It's fantastic, except that I did it on my Canva that doesn't have her added to it and not under the team one. And so I had to recreate it again, and I was like, oh. But I'm so grateful that God helped me figure all of that out today, and to help me to see my errors and my mistakes so that I could fix them, instead of leaving my poor friend hanging going, I can't figure out why this isn't working. So hopefully that alleviated some of her frustration. I am just grateful that I can recognize and laugh at my mistakes today. And I was just like, okay, that's just funny. Okay, I just did that. Okay. And I'm just grateful that God helps me to be aware of those mistakes. And I can say, sorry, let me fix that. Or I can just have a little laugh, which I couldn't do 2 years ago. I wouldn't have been able to laugh at myself. I would have been beating myself up over it, or I would have been like, I have no idea. I already did my part. Why are you bugging me? So I'm just like, okay. I'm like, oops, my mistake. I'll try to fix it. I'm still trying to figure this whole thing out, and so is my friend, and I'm grateful that she's willing to help me figure this out so I can make my videos better for all of you that are choosing to watch my videos. So, and I'm sure that God is helping both of us on this, because I have no idea what I'm doing. She has a little bit more of an idea of what she's doing, so I'm trusting her. But I'm grateful that I have people in my life that I can trust, and people in my life that reach out to me and give me reasons to have to get out of bed and go do things. I'm grateful that God knows what I need, and he's aware of me every day. And I know that he knows what each of you need, and he's aware of you every day as well. You just have to ask if he's there, and he'll show you. And he'll help you to feel his presence in your life, and to help your days and your life go better if you're willing to go in the direction that he has planned for you. It's not always the easiest direction, and it's not always the direction you want to go, but it's always the best. At least in my experience, it has been. So that is what I have for today. If you like these videos, you can hit like, subscribe, share with someone else if you think they'll like them too. And I hope you have a great day full of gratitude, and find ways to recognize God's hand in your life too.